Hey guys, it's Alyssa from alyssanalani.com. Welcome back to my channel. It's that time of year again. July is fast approaching, and for many of us in the planner community, that means getting ready for One Book July. Now, I'm not going to spend the time explaining all of how the challenge works. I will have a video linked below where you can check out the 411 of what One Book July is and how it works, so on and so forth. But the basic general original thought or premise of the challenge is to take all of your planning system, your multiple planners, your journals, and all of that, and challenge yourself to do all of the things in one book. And so there are many other facets kind of beyond that and other ways that you can work that, and it really is open to a person's personal interpretation and how they want it to function. So it's kind of functioned where there are no rules, but there are rules, but they're really loose. So anyway, it's a lot of fun, and it's interesting to see what people come up with. So just a little bit of backstory. Recently I did an updated planner stack video, and I also did a video where I showed you this baby, which is my bullet journal and discs. And it's been working. I'm still fiddling with it, and I did say, I used very non-committal language because you never know, and because the kind of planner girl I am, I just get so excited when I see new things. And, you know, I'm not looking for planner piece. I like experimenting. I like playing around with stuff. I like seeing what works. So for One Book July, I decided to try something new. I am going to kind of use a couple of other planners in my stack kind of as auxiliary, but mostly because I don't want to take the time to have to transfer a bunch of information in here because it just takes too much time, right? So I'm trying something new. I went down the rabbit hole of watching Stalogy videos, Stalogy notebook videos on YouTube, and looking at all the pictures on Instagram and just kind of seeing how people are using this. Now, a Stalogy is it's not a system, it's just a particular kind of notebook, just like a Leuchtturm or a Moleskine or what have you. But they're a thing right now, and I thought that I basically made an impulse buy, and now I have one. That's what happened. So what I'm going to be doing is taking elements of all of my stack and putting them in here. The only reason why one element or another element is not in here is because, again, it would just take too long to transfer everything in here. So my thought is that I'm going to use it for July, and I anticipate really liking it. Like I can already tell, or I already have a good feeling about it. So I'm going to use it for July, and then potentially just for the rest of the year. But we'll see. Again, non-committal, because it's just safer that way when you want to use everything. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through this and show you how I have it set up already. So I have tipped in, there's a girl, oh man, watched some of her videos. Her Stalogies get like all fluffy. You see how mine is starting to kind of fluff up a bit? Hers get all nice and fluffy. And I was watching her videos, cannot think of her name for my life right now. I'll have her linked below. But she was tipping in like vellum and maybe some acetate. And she also tipped in this photo sleeve. And I was like, oh my goodness, I have photo sleeves from the Happy Planner line. And so she just cut it down and tipped it in. So, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Journaling card, vellum left over from my February setup, tipped it in with washi. I actually used Scotch tape first. So I put a couple of pieces of Scotch tape just to kind of position it, and then I went over with washi. So vellum, and then photo pocket from Happy Planner, Me and My Big Ideas. And then I just cut it down to size. I plan on putting some pictures in here. I just have not printed them yet. So that's what that's going to be for. And then this is the actual flyleaf of the book itself. I just put another journaling card here. And then because I'm kind of tip-in happy right now, I tipped in another journaling card that I had in my stash. And then I tipped in another piece of vellum, which is also left over from my February setup and stash. And then we come to the first page. So faithful is my word of the year, so I just put that in there. And then I've got July, and then until whatever I've got space for, if I continue to use it past the month. Then I've got my mission statement, and then I've got my 20 before 2020 list, which, because we're at the mid-year mark, I've been going over my goals that I set at the beginning of the year and kind of revamping them. And I plan on, if I've got some time, I do plan on kind of talking about how to kind of reset yourself mid-year so that we can end the year, you know, the next 6 months, and work really hard and do whatever hustling we have to do and all the life things, doing them well. Because by the time you get to mid-year, we might have gotten derailed, or we might have lost sight of, you know, all the big plans we had at the beginning of the year. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's just kind of reevaluating, taking stock, making some changes, so on and so forth. So this is a little, this is a little bit different than my original 20 before 2020 list, and I'm liking it. I'm liking the changes. Then I did 2 spreads where I have my 3rd quarter and my 4th quarter goals. I do have some goals, I just forgot to write them down for the 4th quarter. Then I've got a year at a glance, and this is just a copy of the little year calendar that came with my Filofax. So I just ran a copy of that and taped it in here. And put some washi and a sticker. Okay, this is another piece of tipped in vellum. I printed this off. This is something that I made in Canva, which, if you're interested, if I get comments from anybody who's interested in this, it just says living the reading life. I'll go ahead and throw it on my blog as a downloadable resource. So anyway, just let me know and I'll go ahead and put that in the blog for you to print off yourself. This is my 2019 reading list, as you can see, and then this is just one of those stickers from the journaling Mamby sticker book. I think that's what it's called. And then this is also something that I just kind of threw together on Canva. If you're interested, let me know. And then I have my Classics Club reading list. 62 books long. Actually, it's longer than 62 books, I think. No, it is 62 books long. Anyway, I thought I had coupled some together because there's a couple of series in here. But anyway, 62 books long. If you don't know what the Classics Club is, I'll have the blog post where I talk about it in the description. It's an online book club that I've belonged to for a while, and this is the second list that I've put together. But I'll have information in the description for you to check out if you're interested. Then I've got my official start of July with a little tab that I made. This is gonna be my to-do list. As you can read, you've probably already read it before I got the words out of my mouth. But yeah, my to-do list for July will be on this page. And then I have my month on 2 pages. Got some red, white, and blue for the 4th. And then this is just a Mamby sticker that I posted in there. Got some habit tracking here. I'll probably make another habit tracker because I couldn't fit everything in here. But I'm not the best with habit tracking, so we'll see. This is ambitious enough. And then I've got a page where I'm going to put our finances for July. And then I have tabbed weeks 27 through 31. So I won't be doing my weekly schedules in here because I'm going to be still using my Passion Planner for that. But I did want some space where I could take notes. I don't necessarily carry my Passion Planner around with me because I use that more for just like daily time blocking, more so than like scheduling things. You know, that kind of information that I might need on the go, that just kind of stays on my desk. But if I need to make notes or to write down, you know, appointments or whatever, I have a sheet, so a double-sided sheet for each week where I can write that stuff down. The other thing that I liked about doing it this way is because with bullet journaling, one of my hang-ups, it's just me personally in my brain, is that you're supposed to plan as you go, and I just don't do well with that when it comes to weeks and months. I like to have my weeks and months there so that I can forward plan, so that I can look at things, you know, in a big picture sort of way, rather than having to wait to have that information at a later point. So somewhere in here, because I anticipate using this, you know, for the next several months, I will be putting August through December in here as well, so that I can forward plan in here. So anyway, so 2 pages, 1 sheet for each week to write down, you know, notes, appointments, anything that I have to catch and capture for each week. All right, this is tabbed work, and I just have, you know, what I want to get done this month for the channel and the blog, some videos that I'm not going to share with you, and some space to write blog posts. And then a continuation of this section is where I'm going to be tracking growth. I haven't really done this in the past, but with the start of Club 119, I have gotten a surge of subscribers and followers, and so I would like to kind of see how that grows over the month of July. So I'll be tracking Instagram, my email list, YouTube, and my new Facebook group, which is for Club 119. And Club 119 is just the scripture journaling series that I'm going to be starting here on the channel in July. And it's also a Facebook group that people can join to kind of discuss and write in community. If that's something you're interested in, all the information is in the description box. I'll have the link to the introduction video where I explain fully kind of what it is and what to expect. And if you have already gotten the 411 on it and you just want to sign up, I'll have the sign up link in the description box as well. So you can just go ahead and sign up. So if you want to do some scripture journaling with the community, then you can join that. This is a spread that I'm going to have for Club 119. I just have not put it together yet. And then we get into the first page where I can either journal the way I would in my other journal, or I can do a daily here. So it is only June 21st. We still have several days of the month left, but I'm going to go ahead and move in here. So I'll have some June days in here before I start my July days. And that is it, you guys. That's what I have set up so far. I am super excited to use this. Yeah, I'm excited to use it. I'm excited for this to get fluffy. I'm excited to just see if I can do more things in one book. I've said so often, and I need to stop saying things. I've said so often that I can't do this, I can't do that in certain spaces. And while my brain is kind of nitpicky about, you know, the size of a book and like the pages and the configuration and the build and all of these things, my heart just keeps kind of going back to the bullet journal type method. And as much as I really like pre-done inserts, you know, I've used Annie Plans for a good while. I really love Peanuts Planner Co. and DIY Fish, and I don't know, like my brain is just kind of everywhere. So again, I'm not committing, but I really, really do like this, and I'm looking forward to using it for July. The only thing is that this is going to get beat up if I don't get a cover, and I've got tabs, so I really need to work on getting a cover. But the budget's telling me I gotta wait a little bit, so we'll see what happens. And because I'm a firm believer in when you're trying something new, don't spend a whole heck of a lot of money on it because you don't know, you know, if it's gonna work long term. So I'm gonna wait and see how this goes before I invest in a cover. But so far, I'm just feeling good things about this, so we shall see. I still have some stuff to put in here. But I'm going to go ahead and move in, even though we're still in June, so that I can just slide into July with no fuss and make it an easy transition for everything. So if you have any questions about anything, you know to leave them in the comments. If you are using a Stalogy B6, let me know what cover you're using, because I know there are a lot of covers out there. Not everybody is tagging where they're getting their covers. So yeah, I'm just interested to see what you might be using if you like it. I'm looking for an inexpensive option. I know the term inexpensive can be relative, but I'm not looking to spend a whole lot of money. But I would like to get this covered at some point. because I already know it's going to get beat up in my purse. So anyway, let me know if you can, and let me know if you have any questions. And if you want more information about One Book July, check it out because it's a lot of fun. So I look forward to seeing what everybody else is coming up with. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.